Hey everyone, this is Quinny and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through the grilled feast in Undawn and all its benefits and everything you need to know about it, how to get it going and where to find what you need to make a grilled feast and how best to use it. So a lot of people don't even realize that this is a thing yet in the game, but right away I want to show you how it works, what the benefit is. So we're going to go ahead and place one for a camp. We're going to place the best feast available in game right now, which is the Northern Pike Feast. So what this is a buff. This is going to provide you with extra damage, skill strength, and armor, and this lasts for 30 minutes. These things are freaking awesome. So this one, like I said, this is a top tier buff available right now, the Northern Pike Feast, and this one offers damage plus 41, skill strength plus 33, armor plus 24, and it lasts for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to click on place feast. This is in my backpack, as you can see, and I'm just going to place it in front of me. Now I'm going to go ahead and invite some people to team. Let me change the size here, just so that some of my mates can take advantage of this since they're on anyways. We'll see here who's actually on that might be interested in oh, those two are already in a team. We'll see. We'll just spam invite everybody. How about that? And then regroup here. Let me just send a quick message in my camp chat. So, big trick is that to place the feast table, it is a benefit for your team. So your first thing is that you gotta get everybody that is going to take advantage of the feast to be in your team. So let me go ahead and grab Andella here as well. And there we go. So here you go. These are my campmates. Now, obviously, just randomly using it like this is probably not the best use, but for this video, I'm going to go ahead and let my campmates take advantage of the free food right here. So because this buff is too good to waste. Okay. Yeah, exactly. You can see Mesa right there saying, dang, these buffs are nice. These buffs are nice, guys. And so you must be in a team. These feasts feed up to 24 people. And if they take seconds, that's no big deal. It does not, it doesn't take away from anybody else. It just resets the timer. So these are huge. Camp events of any kind, this is a great use for this. So if you're doing Guard Noah, District 13, Rat Island, you might want to place a table for your team right before you get going on events like this. Or if you're just really trying to stretch for your next Astral Tower tier, these are great uses for these buffs. Now, the absolute biggest thing about this, because as you can see, you know, my thumbnail touts like a big plus 135 damage right there in the thumbnail. And I just shared that the Northern Pike Feast does only plus 41 damage, so you're like, okay, where's the rest of the damage? Well, here's the best part about it. The buffs don't cancel out any other food buffs or troubadour buffs or anything like that, and these buffs don't go away when you die, and they don't go away when you change maps. So this is just absolutely huge. This is a buff on top of everything else, and it lasts for 30 minutes. So just to show you it in even more detail, I'm gonna go ahead and partake now in my feast here. And oops, finish eating here. Alright, so first thing out the gate, you can see Northern Pike Feast, 30 minutes, increased damage by 41, skill strength by 33, and armor by 24. And look at this. The feast buffs will not expire when dying or changing location. So that's key right there. And then I'm going to go into my backpack and I'm going to add the best damage buff that I have right now for food, which is broccoli pasta. If you have a higher camp level, you may even have better recipes for damage available to you than this. And it doesn't have to be straight damage. Maybe you prefer, you know, a critical hit buff or something else like that. But whatever your preference is for an offensive buff, it's not going to take away from that, or whatever your preference is for a defensive buff, it's not going to take away from that either. So I'm going to add my food buff in there, and then I'm going to throw in a quick performance of my favorite troubadour buff, which is going to be the one that does increased damage, which for me is Sea of Light here. So we're going to just play this real quick. Kudos to Undawn for actually choosing some good songs. And now we're going to take a peek at my buffs again. So look at this. I got the increased damage by 65. This is my food buff, so of course that one's only for 10 minutes. The Northern Pike Feast is still there for 30 minutes. And then down here you see my damage music score, which is increased damage by 29 for 41 minutes. So all in all, 135 plus damage right now. Not to mention I got the AK Alpha, so I have that +3 damage right there for cooperation. So this is just an insane damage buff right here, and you're just gonna absolutely melt enemies with this thing. So it's huge. It lasts a few minutes. If I were to leave this zone, my table would expire. As you see, it just disappeared. But that's the advantage to this. So you definitely want to use this, like I said, for large gatherings, and you want to use this before your big camp events, or anything where you're really trying to push the limits. So they are a little bit expensive to make, but they are absolutely worth it. And if you were to look at the value of these things in the trade, for example, I'm on 1001 collar mines, but just to give you an idea of what the price for these things is, they're grilled fish feast. Look at this. The cheapest one in stock right now, we have 74 in stock, is 7,000 for the one I just placed for my team. So these are very valuable buffs to have. So anyways, that is the benefit right there. So now you might be asking yourself, okay, I'm sold. How do I do this? So let's get into the how part. We got the why part down, and let's get to the how. So we're gonna go over to the construction workbench. Now we got access to the oven at level 70. But we couldn't use it. So you're gonna go to your construction workbench, you're gonna pull up the furniture, and you're gonna look at feature. This is where you find the oven. It just costs a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone, and you can make one. I'm not gonna make one right now because I've already got an oven. But this is where you find the oven, construction workbench, furniture, feature, right there. Make it, place it. I'm gonna walk over to mine now. And then at level 80, here's my oven. We got access to the first skill. So first things first, I'm just going to show you quickly the recipes for these. There's the 3 recipes available right now, although with level 90 we're going to see a 4th one for a lobster feast. Join the list. They're in the order of strength. So big head carp feast is the first one you get access to. Here's a recipe for it. All of these are epic fish. So this is the big head carp. As you can see, you're going to need unique fish bait, which I'll show you where to find that if you're not aware. For the rainbow trout, you're going to need rainbow trout, but here's the rest of the ingredients you need to make these as well. And then for the northern pike, you're going to need northern pike. But they do all provide great buffs, and they, of course, are tiered in strength, with northern pike being the strongest. This kind of summarizes exactly what I just said. You know, you can have 24 members of a team can use it. If you eat seconds, it's not going to take one of those away. It doesn't overwrite your food buffs, and they stay even if you die or switch maps. So very, very beneficial. And then if I pull open my backpack, it says it warned you, it's actually something that's going to be in your main backpack, not in the food section. Just to show you, here is the big head carp feast. So as we saw with the northern pike feast, the damage, for example, just to give the first stat, the main stat, was 41 on the northern pike feast. So for the big head carp feast, one that you first get access to, the damage is only at 24, but still quite valuable as you get access to these. And for the rainbow trout, the damage is plus 32 with the core skill, strength, armor. So they all have the same 3 stats that they're boosting. It's just that the boosts get bigger the further down the list that you go. So that is the quick down and dirty on the actual recipes and the oven itself. Now you might be saying, okay, how do I get access to these recipes? So for that, we're going to show you the chef role. You need to work on leveling up your chef role. So we're going to go into roles, we're going to look at chef, and then you need to pull open here the second tab where it shows your ability talents. And it's this one right here with this little food pan icon. It's called Grilled Fish Feast. So level 1 we gained access to at character level 80, and that gave you access to the big head carp. And then next, as you level up, you gain access to rainbow trout. And then at level 3, you gain access to the northern pike. As I mentioned, our next level, we're going to get access to the lobster feast, but it's not going to be available until we reach character level 90. But I would anticipate that that's going to have the same 3 stats that get buffed and probably have a bigger buff increase. So you got to level up your chef stats, your chef skill to gain access to the grilled feast. So that you can make it. So you need to be player level 70 so you can make the oven. You need to be player level 80 so that you're able to make the recipes, and then you need to level up your chef skills so that you have access to the grilled fish feast ability talent. And then next, we need to look at, okay, I have the ability and the skills and the equipment. Now I need the fish, right? We need the ingredients. So as the recipe showed, you need unique fish bait to get these fish. So we're going to go to the market and pull open the Raven shop. This is where you're going to find the unique fish bait. So you go down here to ingredients, and this is the unique fish bait right here. So as you can see, there's a weekly limit of 20. So here's my recommendation to you. Even if you don't have, say, the player level quite yet or the chef role quite yet, as soon as you're able to get the unique fish bait, I can't quite remember what the player level is needed to get the unique fish bait, or if there is a limit there. But as soon as you're able to start getting the unique fish bait, even if you don't have the other requirements quite yet, I would go ahead and start buying this ahead of time. Because as you can see, that there's a weekly limit of 20. And you need quite a few of these fish to make these recipes, and they're quite valuable. So whether you're planning on using them for your campmates during these events, or whether you're planning to use them to farm gold, they're very valuable. And at 10 silver per bait, that's just easy money or easy benefit to your team. So I would recommend going ahead and making sure that you're buying your weekly limit of 20 fish bait every week. But this is where you find them, and they're required again to get these fish. So then the next question is, all right, where do I get the fish? Right, we got these fancy fish I need. So the answer, again, we're gonna go check out role and pull open the angler role, because I'm not sure if everybody here is aware, but there is a fishing manual in this game. So we're gonna pull open the fishing manual, and you can see like those, they sort the fish by the rarity. So you'll see all the fish that we need here are of epic rarity: the rainbow trout, our northern pike, and this dude over here is our big head carp. And you can see this is the one that's coming, the lobster. But yeah, this is gonna show us where we can find each of our fish. So here we're gonna just kind of scroll through the locations until we see the fish we're looking for. So we can see that we're gonna find our big head carp out in Central Plains. So that's where we're gonna want to go for that. And you can click right here to go to the fishing area, and it'll take you. And then the Collar Mines is where we're gonna find our rainbow trout. And Auric Island is where we're going to find the lobster. And Golden Desert is where we're going to find the northern pike. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but you might be asking yourself, what is shoal fishing? I didn't know that term when I first opened this. So I'm just going to show you quickly. Shoal fishing simply means when you see like the fish icon on a river or a water source, you know, it's where those little bubbles pop up in a river. That's shoal fishing. That's all it means. So, you know, regular fishing, you can get these things, or whether you need to be at a shoal fishing spot, it kind of gives you an idea. So basically, you're going to have better odds of getting the rare fish at a shoal fishing spot. So if there's an icon for fish at your water source, fish there. Just the odds are better in your favor. And then, of course, in general, the more you work on your angler skills, for example, like efficient fishing, use unique fish bait to increase your chance of catching rare fish species by, for example, my next level will be 21%. So the more you level up efficient fishing and your angler role in general, the more of these rare fish you're going to catch, the easier it's going to be, the more efficient use of your unique bait, etc., etc. So that's how you get the fish. And just to show one more time the recipe here, just because I mentioned that you need quite a few fish. So you get 20 bait a week, but you need 6 big head carp in order to make the, you know, the weakest, I'll say, of the recipes here. You need 6 rainbow trout, and then you need 6 northern pike as well. And again, 20 bait a week. So that's why I say start stocking up on your bait now. But these are absolutely worth it, whether you're planning to contribute to your camp ahead of these big, massive events, or whether you are planning on selling these to get some gold. But absolutely massive. Provides big damage buffs, skill buffs, armor buffs, stacks with food buffs, stacks with troubadour buffs. Doesn't go away when you die. Doesn't go away when you change maps. What more can you ask for in a buff? Feeds up to 24. That's just absolutely huge. I think I've hit all the bases, but if you guys have any other questions about the Grilled Feast, drop them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. And you know, if you found this video helpful, please, you know, like the video, share the video, drop a sub on the channel. But yeah, get out there, guys, and get fishing. And I'll see you at the next feast.